So, we all remember Lee Everett and our first playthrough as him with Clementine. And that's basically what today's video is going to be centered around. Basically just why Lee and Clementine worked. Because originally, the plot was a lot different for the first season. And there actually are some subreddits about this topic. Personally, I think it's for the best that we didn't get Clementine's brother in replacement for Lee, and they just decided to go with a random stranger instead. Just for the purpose of building character development throughout the story and just not already having like this preset, I guess, forced relationship that we have no idea and know nothing about. And on the other hand, if they had went with this option, The Walking Dead might look a lot different in the seasons leading up all the way to 4. I think one of the main reasons that Telltale found such success in their first season wasn't exactly it just being another Walking Dead adaptation, but rather something new and fresh with characters that we've never seen in the comics nor TV show, which also for a while kind of led a lot of fans confused about, the universe and whether or not Lee also took place in either the comic book or AMC version. But it was later confirmed that they were, in fact, in the same universe because Glenn, that appears in the comics, TV show, and the Walking Dead game, so there's that, I guess. And you also have other spin-offs like Michonne in the Walking Dead game that links it directly to Robert Kirkman's comic book series, so that's kind of already checked off the list. But if we loop back to what I was saying at the beginning of the video right quick, I do also kind of still want to talk about the potential of what if they did go with the option of having it being Clementine's brother instead of Lee and we were playing as him instead. What would the story be like then, and how much different would it have become? I don't see it being as long as 4 seasons, but maybe still 1 or 2. Another reason I think Lee worked so well in the world of The Walking Dead was just he was kind of just your average Joe, the average guy. He was a teacher. And when we first meet him in the game, he's on his way to prison for murdering somebody. But as you keep playing as him throughout the series, you start to realize that Lee really isn't this bad guy, and it was all really just a matter of circumstance and what happened. And if y'all want me to do a video on who Lee killed and basically why, if you don't already know, that could be a future Walking Dead video for you guys, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, sorry for the self-promo. Back to what I was talking about. There's something awfully normal and almost relatable about Lee, him just being a good soul in general. I know that this is a game where you can make your own choices and kind of choose how you treat people through your playthrough, but you get the point. But enough about me talking about how we meet Lee, because we always know how that goes.
If I do say
fucking drive!
So, this other time...
So now you're playing as Lee, and you wake up in the back of a car. And it just so happens that your leg may or may not be fucking broken. But it's okay because Lee is a absolute G and he just tanks that shit. This also happens to be the stage in the game where you meet Clementine for the first time. But not before getting jump scared by a walker. In classic Walking Dead fashion.
Officer? Holy shit!
The game will then quickly prompt the player to pick up a gun and a bullet and pick up another homicide charge. After you pick up more bodies than a high school bop, you move on and find your next target. friend. And who is that friend, you might ask? Well, Clementine. But we already know how the story goes. And I believe this course of events actually leads to one of the best scenes in gaming. But also, on the more unknown side, it also introduced one of the most interesting scenes in gaming. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that little animation that I dug up from my old Telltale Games YouTube account. But yeah, that's gonna be the video. Make sure to let me know why you guys like Lee from The Walking Dead in the comments down below. And yeah, peace.
For me, not your make no sound. Active for me underground. Magic got me, really got me down. In Bed Bath City, it made my heart beat no sound, beat no sound, beat no sound.